Hi, my name is Jordan Stowers. I'm with Snap Fitness West Virginia, where I serve as Assistant General Manager, Gym Manager, and hopefully soon to be Strength and Conditioning Specialist. This video will be submitted to the ISSA for the Strength and Conditioning Final Examination. I'm excited to get going, so let's get started. The athlete that we'll be focusing our program on for today's video will be a college baseball player. The position of focus for the sport will be catcher. Our athlete will be in the preparatory phase, specifically early off-season, somewhere between 5 to 6 months before competition begins. During this period, we will want to focus on hypertrophy or muscle building so that our strength training routine will range between 8 to 12 repetitions on each exercise. The program that we will be implementing for our athlete will consist of 4 parts: warm-up, strength training, core training, and cool-down. The warm-up will include a dynamic warm-up plus a quick static stretch. Our strength training focus will be solely on the lower body in this particular workout. For our core training, we'll be focusing on the 2 most important components that translate to baseball: stabilization and rotation. For our cool-down, we will go through a quick routine that will consist of both dynamic stretches as well as another quick static stretch. Now that I've introduced the program, let's dive right into the workout. Our dynamic warm-up routine is meant to kick up the athlete's heart rate and get the appropriate muscles firing for the particular workout that we'll be focusing on today. We are implementing 6 separate exercises in which we will only want a quick break of 10 to 15 seconds in between each set. For each exercise, we'll be completing 2 sets for 30 feet. This particular routine will include the following: high knees, butt kickers, walking lunges, both forward and reverse, Spider-Man crawls, inchworm crawls, and finally a squat jump, broad jump combo. This warm-up will hit the entire lower body in every aspect, from quads, hamstrings, hips, all of it. Here are some quick clips for example of our warm-up. Once we get that lower body warmed up and heart rate pumping, we will then run our athlete through a quick lower body focused static stretch. This will get the athlete ready for the strength training portion of our workout, along with help improving long-term flexibility. Our static stretch routine will consist of the basics starting in the quads, hamstrings, and hips, beginning with the standing quad holds on both sides, hamstring holds that include standing legs together toe touches, leg spread to the right leg spread to the left leg, and leg spread down to the middle. Then our routine will finish up with a full squat hold. We will perform each stretch for 15 seconds. Now that we have completed our full warm-up routine, we can begin the strength training portion of the workout. We'll begin with the barbell deadlift, which will load up the quads, hamstrings, and glutes. In addition to the lower body muscles, the barbell deadlift will also load the spinal, shoulder, and upper back muscles, as well giving us a great overall strength exercise. The barbell deadlift translates great into any sport, especially for baseball, which is heavily centered around overall strength power type movements. For our specific needs, we'll be utilizing the traditional style of barbell deadlift. The technique involved with the barbell deadlift is essential for maximizing gains and minimizing the risk of injury. Some of the major cues that I want to focus on throughout the lift is maintaining a flat back, keeping the chest up and out, and eyes ahead, maintaining a neutral spine. In this particular hypertrophy-focused program, we'll be performing 4 sets of 8 repetitions for this exercise. Now, we can see some examples of the lift. Our second primary exercise will lead us to the barbell front squat. This variation of the squat will be utilized to better isolate the lower body leg muscles due to the limit it puts on the back to assist with the lift. The mechanics of the front squat puts greater loads on the quads and glutes, more so than the hamstrings, but like the deadlift, it is a great overall strength training exercise because it will also load the whole core as well as the upper back. When looking at how the squat translates into the game of baseball, it can be directly linked to the catcher position because they have to squat over hundreds of times per game, as well as helping other facets of baseball such as running, hitting, etc. Like the regular barbell squat, our main cues for the barbell front squat remain the same. We want to slide our hips back before our knees break, keep our core tight and torso upright, keep the weight of the exercise in the arches of our feet, and we will maintain this until the hips are lower than the knees. Then we'll begin the ascent by maintaining all of the above cues into a full standing position. For this exercise, we'll perform 4 sets of 8 repetitions. Now let's see some examples of the exercise.